All right. Thankfully, I'm getting to the end of my presentation. You're like, other options, and we've talked about this before, okay? The ones I'm not going to address. I'm not going to talk about the modifications, although I could. Carol Ann is actually the head of our modification section at the law firm, and she's brilliant, and she's gotten so many of our clients through into what I call the sweet spot. There's a spot where your income is too high to get approved or too low to get approved, and through creative use of things, we get you in the sweet spot. So she's the master of that, and you know, so that's a wonderful way to go. Again, I'm not saying you have to go to an attorney to do a modification. You can do it with your lender, absolutely, okay? And we'll talk about that a bit too. And then there's the refinance and the forbearance that we talked about before. Next slide. All right. Don't do that, all right? I can't tell you, again, how many people, myself included, right? I've been there, done that. You get to the point where it feels hopeless. You don't want to open the mail anymore. You don't want to hear the phone calls anymore. You don't answer the phone. You don't want to answer the door because you think it's someone serving you with a complaint. I know. And so you just shut off. And that's what you do. But you know what? If you do that, you're done. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose everything. Do it for a little bit. Pull your head out of the sand and go and do something, okay? Now, again, that doesn't mean you have to go to an attorney necessarily, but let me tell you this, please, please, please do not go to a non-attorney modification company, okay? Not just because they're competition for me, well, because they're really not. But I was at a seminar yesterday. Attorney General Bill McCollum was there, whose primary task it is to shut down fraud in Florida. And he was talking about the scams that are going on right now with mortgage foreclosure, or with mortgage rescue companies, mortgage modification companies that are non-attorneys. Attorneys are regulated. We answer to the Florida bar. If I do something bad, I get in some big trouble. You know, I answer those guys. They, you know, if I say something wrong to a client, they're going to call me on it. All right. No one really is regulating these guys, except there's a Florida statute now that says that they cannot accept upfront payment from you for doing a mortgage modification. Okay, so if you get a call, you get the letter, you get someone, hey, my buddy does this, and oh, it's great. If they charge you up front, they just broke the law. And the Attorney General is shutting them down. And his advice is, call the modification, call the mortgage company, call an attorney. And absolutely, do not go with one of these modification companies. I've yet to see one that I think is worthwhile, okay? And that's not just because I'm an attorney and they're not. It's just, they're taking money left and right and not doing anything, okay? Next slide. All right, it's only money, all right? I have this conversation, I can't tell you how many times a day, something I had to learn, you know, many times and still do sometimes. It's only money, it's only stuff. I can't tell you, I've had many of my clients who have committed suicide, who have tried to commit suicide, who have potentially tried to kill other people, who have gone through deep, deep depressions and set apart from the rest of the world because of debt. It's just money. It's just stuff, you know, and the really important things are you and your family and your friends and your relationships. You don't need anything else. You can find something else, okay? And there's going to be someone else that's going to talk to that specifically. I'm not a licensed counselor. I tend to be in that position, but it's just stuff, okay? Sometimes the right decision, just let it go and move on, okay? Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.